So today I'm thinking about operations. I'm a long way away from doing operations, but I'm thinking about it ahead of time. And it occurred to me that I've got a few issues with the way it's laid out right at the moment. So I'm going to need to make some adjustments. So let's take a look at what I'm talking about here. Originally I wanted this outer loop so I could rail fan and watch the trains go around. But as the train goes around the back, it disappears. And right here's about where I'm going to have my control panel. So with the train parked over there, here's the control panel. But I've built a consist before I started running the train of what a typical run may look like. But I'm looking at what I'm calling the back half of the layout. It's a table, so you walk around it and wherever you're at becomes the front. But looking at this is the grade coming down if I'm going up and around to come over here to where the foundry is going to be. And I've got a string of box cars, some flat cars, and if I wanted to come up the grade and then cut some cars so I can then back into this section to do switching, I'd have to run all these cars all the way down the loop, the grade, and park it down here, and then come back up the grade to the turnout up there, and then cross over into the area where those buildings and such will be in the future. And then after switching, go all the way back down the grade here and pick up the cars before going back up the hill and around. And I'm thinking, since everything is back here and hidden from the other side, I might as well build it myself a tunnel. So one of the first things that I did was measure out how far out this was going to be for the back end of it. It's about 5 feet, 6 feet, right in there. So that shows me where the tabletop will be, that line, and this will be below it, and this will be above it. So this is where I need to cut my sections out so I can get into the train from outside the tunnel. So I've decided where my quote windows are going to go, and I've got the skill saw to cut it, and I need to drill some pilot holes. So I've got a drill that is as wide as the blade, and I'm going to take my drill and drill 4 holes on each of the corners, and then I'll run the jigsaw and cut this out to get my windows. And so what I thought I'd do is cut out the back end and then make little spaces so I could reach in to take care of the train in case it derails. And of course you've got to take care of the track, and if it's buried underneath the tunnel you're not going to be able to take care of it. So I left some openings to where I could take care of the track. Well, there's the tunnel, and then on the outside, and I've got room to put my hand in there to clean the track, get cars out. And then once I got that done, I decided to glue in a roof, if you will, with a little slim sliver of plywood. So I'd have the clearance for the locomotive to fit under, the clearance for the... So I'm gluing down some foam to be at the same height to put the top on the tunnel to run the spur along, and I've got some lumber here to put the edge of my top on for the track, so it'll be supported on both sides. So we'll see how it goes. I've never done this before. This is just me thinking it through and coming up with a solution to what I have here. So we'll see how it goes. So I glued that in place, held in place with some clamps. After I cut out the slots for the thing. And I think it turned out pretty good. If you look through here, you can see the track I've laid out on top of it. I've got the box cars and what would be at the back end of the train as it came up the grade there. And we can back it up, drop off the cars right there, switch things out. There's a siding above the tunnel. Park the cars there to switch out the foundry and the refinery. And then on this side, the coal mine. So I think it'll work. This end, and I really like these tunnels. I think they're going to look really good. Once I get the retaining walls up and get the tunnel portals built, I think that'll work out really nice. So I think a little bit down the road we'll have some interesting scenes that will be fun to videotape the engines going in and out of these tunnels. So that's it for today. I think we've got a good thing running here, and keep on keeping on and enjoy your railroads, and we'll catch you next time right here on DCR Rails.